Hey guys, I just wanted to come on here real quickly because I was just on Twitter. Yeah, it's been one of those days and weeks. But I just came on Twitter and also saw this on Facebook. According to Fightful.com, and from what I saw on Delexman's Twitter account and his Facebook page, apparently Sasha Banks and Bayley are not too happy with the current positions in WWE. And apparently they want out. Well, at least Sasha does. I commented by saying this. I used an old saying called, let's not count our eggs before they hatch. Because everybody has to remember, Sasha Banks and Bayley could end up on SmackDown next week. Yeah, listen. They could end up on SmackDown just because Becky has both the SmackDown and Raw Women's Championships doesn't mean they're unified just yet. And let's not forget, in the past, even if that's the case, women wrestlers were always assigned to different brands. So let's say the unified champion had a program on one brand 1 month or 1 week or for a few weeks, and then after that program was done, or at least ran its course for the time being, the champ went over to the other brand and had a feud and rivalry there. Point I'm getting at, ladies and gentlemen, is I don't think we have to worry about anything yet. This is Fightful.com. Now, we don't know who may have reported it. Now, I'm not saying that any of the information is not true. But I say let's hold our horses, let's not count the eggs before they hatch, and let's see what happens after the Superstar shakeup next week. Because if Sasha and Bayley can end up on SmackDown, which a lot of people have said is the better show, and could get even better now that the Road Dogg, Brian James, has resigned and left WWE over creative differences with Vince McMahon, then maybe that's going to be the fresh start they need. Because let's be honest, 3 hours of Raw is not the best. 3 hours of Monday Night Raw is not the best idea. And obviously, you see sometimes when somebody goes over to SmackDown, they get like a revitalization. It's like their career gets revitalized. Because they don't have to worry about being on a 3-hour show. No, on a 2-hour show. And if depending on the circumstance, most of the times it's good, it's always boom, 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 boom. So, to me, let's just wait and see what happens. Because you can't tell me that Triple H and Vince and Stephanie don't hear people saying, oh, well, maybe they could let Sasha go. And, oh, if they let her go, she could go to AEW. All Elite Wrestling. You don't tell me, you can't stand there and tell me people aren't thinking that and hoping that. Because it's not going to happen. Look, she's the cousin of Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg's in the Hall of Fame. Do you think they want to get on the bad side of someone that could be a great ambassador for them outside of the company that actually has good relations with them? Do you think they want to damage that? No. What's going to happen more than likely if WWE reads into this or reads this or hears about this, and if there is any truth, all right, if there is any truth to it, if there is any truth, then in my opinion, after next week's shakeup, Sasha and Bayley may get a fresh start if they end up on the blue brand. Think about that for a second, guys. Let's not count our eggs before they hatch. Let's not start our fantasy dream matching and matchups and all that. Let's not do that just yet. Let's hold off, see what WWE does after next week, and if they end up on SmackDown, which I think is probably the best solution right now, if they don't want anything else to happen, and they get that fresh start they need, that revitalization they need, then that's what they should do. What they also need to do is maybe let them do what Bray did. Let Bray Wyatt do. Let him have a bit of a break. Let him go home, relax, get revitalized. Just let them kind of cool off for a little bit. But until we hear from Sasha Banks herself, until we hear from Bayley herself about how they truly feel right now in WWE, and not just do some reports. Okay? Not just do some reports. Only then will we be able to get some truth out of it. So, I say this. I'm not saying that Fightful.com doesn't have, or the Wrestling Observer is not true, is not giving us any truth about the situation. I say let's just wait right now. Let's just cool our jets, see what happens after the shakeup, and maybe, God willing, Sasha and Bayley will end up on SmackDown. Because I think, honestly, that's where they need to go to get that fresh start. I mean, think about it this way. Paige says she was going to bring her team to SmackDown. Who's to say that team is not going to be Bayley and Sasha and now part of the SmackDown roster? I'm just saying, guys. Just saying. Think about it. Think about it for one moment. All right? Think about it. Okay? Again, until we get some information directly from the source, I'll believe it when I see it. Right now, I say let's just wait and see what happens. I say let's just wait and see what happens within the next week. Because if they end up remaining on Raw, Sasha and Bayley, then there might be some truth to it. But I say let's just wait and go from there and see what WWE does to kind of fix the situation. Because again, you can't tell me that Triple H and Stephanie and Vince and all of them are not reading up on this, hearing about this, and going like, man, we need to fix this, because they do. So to me, I look at it this way. I think Sasha and Bayley are not going to go anywhere. I think right now, sometimes it's just a little frustration, and sometimes that frustration boils over to the fact that in real life, you end up venting your frustrations. You end up venting and saying things you don't want to say or don't really mean and everything. And then people take it the wrong way. Think about it that way too, guys. I mean, why do you think people come on? Why do you think the superstars come on to the internet and say, hey, don't believe anything you've been hearing on the internet about this or that? Because all they're doing is they get angry, they're tired, they're frustrated, and all they're doing is venting. The venting. I mean, Deluxe Man, Alex, you vented during an episode, a reaction of SmackDown, right? That's exactly what's going on here. I think it's more venting than anything else. It's just venting their frustrations, and people are taking it the wrong way. But I say we'll just wait and find out in the next week or so. I say give it another week or two, and then maybe we might get some truth as to what's going on. I say that what they need is to end up being sent to SmackDown to get that fresh start. So, really, that's all I'm going to say on this situation, guys. Let me know what you all think down below. Comment if you like. I'll talk to y'all later.